Welcome to the first edition of a new series of videos that I'm going to call Random Video Thursday. And this is where on Thursday mornings I will find something that I find interesting, and I will tell you about something interesting, or I'll show you something interesting. And there's going to be a lot of that. And I decided for this first edition, I'm going to tell you about where I'm currently working. Well, right now, I have an internship at a place called CTR. A lot of you may have heard of it, but for those who aren't familiar, CTR stands for Chesapeake Therapeutic Riding. Now, what is it? Well, here in Maryland, we have a community known as Chesapeake Therapeutic Riding, or CTR for short. And it's basically a horse farm, and children can ride the horses it's a way of therapy. The people there are amazing to work with. In fact, I used to ride there. Now I work there. I have an internship. And working at the farm is pretty fun. We do a lot of work. We take care of the horses. We fill up the horse feed, which is what the horses eat. Fill up the water. We also do a lot of other stuff like medicine, cleaning out the stalls, which is my favorite job, I would say. And it's really fun. But I think a lot of you want to know about the horses. Well, I'll tell you about them. At CTR, we have 8 horses. 6 of them are female, and only 2 are male. So, I'll go right ahead and tell you about them all. First off, there's Kay. Kay is the most well-behaved of the horses. She is very obedient, and she never acts up. She always behaves herself. Next up is Mixie. She is loud, sassy, and is quite frankly the naughtiest of all the horses. You put her in her stall and she will make as much noise as possible. She is very loud. She'll be as loud as she wants to. And she can also be pretty naughty. She poops in her stall sometimes. Next up is Sally, who is a pony. She's also the hungriest of the horses. She eats the most food. She's kind of on a diet. Next up is Buttons, who is the smallest of the horses. Buttons is kind of fat, so we don't feed her horse feed. Instead, she eats grass. Then there's Foxy. She kind of has a mind of her own. She kind of acts the way she wants. Sometimes she'll be good. Sometimes she'll be bad. And when I've worked there, on some days she was good. On some days she was bad. It's different some days. Next up is Tilly, who is kind of lazy sometimes. Then we have Dreamer, the former racehorse. He's not really that hard to deal with, but he can be kind of naughty sometimes. He will not hold still if you clean out his hooves or give him medicine, and he does tend to pee in his stall sometimes. And finally, there's Victor, the largest of the horses, and also my favorite horse. That was actually the horse I ride. Now I'm taking care of him. So CTR is a lot of fun, and that's all the horses. And I can tell all the horses apart. Kay is sort of yellowish white. Mixie is a large white horse. Sally is a pony who is light brown. Buttons is black and brown. Foxy is dark brown. Tilly is brown, and she's easily recognizable because she has a pink face. Dreamer is dark brown, and Victor is light brown. So yeah, I've recognized all the horses. But it's a very fun job, and again, it's an internship, and I'm thinking that horse farming will become a full-time job of mine. Anyway, that's it for my first edition of Random Video Thursday. Please remember to like, subscribe if you want, comment, but most importantly, subscribe. See you next time.